Hi, this is Amanda Crotty. Okay, so in this tutorial we saw the main view model architecture, and so that essentially the view model is a data class essentially, like it's a class for your data to be structured in. So the let's see, this model, it the data that will be displayed is your image, the price, and the another integer to keep track of where we are in the total stack of data. Available desserts. So, and the data is still a kind of primitive file. It's not like a database or anything, like kind of how I expect on a different device. So I'm interested to see where we go in the next tutorial regarding that. I don't know how I did that. Okay, so the main is mainly to hold these different components here that we see, the revenue and the number of desserts, the image itself, and this share button. So the share button, the dessert clicker app is just passing through its the state and the view model, the the dessert, and then it's passing in the view model, which has functionality on managing what dessert we're on and what happens when someone clicks on a dessert, how that state is copied over to the newest one that will show for the user. So the dessert clicker screen transaction. So the transaction itself, like the dessert like that you sold, and then it gets added to revenue and the total number of desserts sold updates. Okay, so this one, that what this app is missing now is a testing layer, and really, I kind of feel that the tutorial, it didn't. I feel like the testing first, test driven development is better. So I kind of feel like they shouldn't have put it in at the end, and just kind of like it should be part of this dessert clicker as well. So that's the only thing really that the dessert clicker is missing. And I modified the data, so the data source, so that we can, I didn't realize that there was such an enormous amount of clicking. So I wanted to get through all the desserts. So I just lowered the limit on for each of these desserts because I wanted to see all of them in the game. And then Oreos being the last one is pretty funny. And then sharing, well, it always seems to act up when I've had my emulator open. Okay, so that's cool. And then these landscape changes, like I said, it tends to act up a bit when I've had my device open for a while. So that's cool. All right, thank you.